Thank you. Please stop. Hello, how's it going? I can't see the chat. So I hope this is working. Hello to Patricia. Hello, Patricia. Hello to Wanda. I'm using new software, so I don't have the automatic pilot thing, but we'll see what's going on here. Hello to Sky of the Universe. Let go, bass guy. Yeah, baby. Hello, M. Welcome to a Bass Guy show now with more and less content. Today is April the 11th. Happy birthday to whoever's birthday it is today. You know who you are. This is a bit weird today because the microphone as usual is right in front of me, so I can't see the screen, and I have to look over here to see the comments. So this week, I don't know how your week was, but my week was a technical week where I spent about, 10 to 15 hours a day since the last show changing over all my software from Streamlabs OBS, got rid of that and moved back to OBS Studio and had to import everything and change all the cameras, and I lost the automatic scene switcher, which changed the scenes for me, but I put in these cool little things here, they're called stingers, but don't worry, they don't hurt. So my name is Bass Guy. I have a dry mouth because I take medication for my spinal damage. I have a disability, a really bad constant back, but this is what I do. I still do stuff. So today on the projector we have some images on the base or chest of, I don't know if it's working or not. I like to try out new things. And on the wall behind me I have a train. Some guy filmed on the India train. I've been to India twice, and I took the trains around the entire country. The train windows have these steel fence gate thing, bars basically on the train. And I think it's the biggest employer in the world. So I'm gonna have to change all of this manually today. We've got the pedals down here. This is a brand new camera. We haven't had this camera before. I'm always moving things around and looking for what's best. And I'll get the automatic scene switcher eventually. If you'd like to help the show, like for example, I worked about 200 or 300 hours this week doing stuff you never see. Like it takes 100 hours to fix one guitar, do all the frets and electronics, and then 100 hours to do all the thingies. And I lately don't have much time to practice because I'm always working on the thing. So thank you to Miami Christine for supporting, and for my 4 or 5 Patreons, the Sky of the Universe, John, thank you very, very much for tipping and helping. You can go to bassguyshow.com and you can tip there, or you can join, or you can get a gift. We haven't had a gift in about a year. I think the last one was from Pat. And if you get a gift for the show, it gets opened up on the show under the wish list one there. It gets opened up on the show, and you can leave a note, so when I open the box, it's like a reveal. And everything is for the show, to help the show. Like one wire costs $28 million, or 7. And we have a tip jar, and then there's about 4,000 or 5,000 million photographs and videos, all my music, all my streams, everything, all my albums, everything completely free. And you can join and be one of the 5. You can even join Patreon for free. So why not? You can join for free and not help, or you can join for, 25 cents a year. We're going to have Frankie MacDonald on at 10:50 p.m. So in 1 hour, we're going to have Frankie. So come on down. We're going to be hanging out at the Couche-Tard. Well, we still have a bit of snow up here. This is Canada, eh? So we're waiting for the, we're waiting for the spring to arrive. So while I'm talking crap here, I'm actually getting the show ready. And you see I've moved a lot of things around. It doesn't look like it, but there's about 300 or 400 elements to when I'm doing the show. So I'm operating about 300 or 400 visual elements and about maybe 50 to 100 audio elements. And it's hard to keep my shit together. So I really missed the automatic pilot tonight. So we'll just leave it on here for a while. This is April 11th, 2025. We're live every Friday night at this time in your area. So wherever you are in the world, write it down on a piece of paper. You don't even need a post-it note. Just go to the recycling bin and cut off a square piece of cardboard. Write out Bass Guy Show at this time in my country, and write it down and stick it on your fridge. Stick it on your forehead and walk around outside. Stick it on your fridge, and then you'll know. This is episode 1614. So I don't want to alarm anybody. So we'll just calm down here a little bit. Okay, we're almost ready. I need to get... So today I have to give myself permission to... This is more of a technical show. I want to get things ready, and I'm going to show you how I do the studio, and things that I still haven't fixed, like this microphone, is I can put it out of the way, but then you don't hear me very well. Can you still hear me? Because I'm looking into the microphone. I can't see what I'm doing because it's not a directional, it's not a what's it called, a shotgun microphone. I have a shotgun one, but oh man, I don't even know where to start. So it looks like things are ready. Thanks Sky for help. Oh man, there's someone knocking at my window. So freaking rude, man. I hate that. 1 second.
Oh man, keep doing something at the window here.
So a little bit of professional comedy there. So Pat, Sky of the Universe, says he just tipped $10. If anyone's wondering, I make like about 10 or 20 bucks per show if I'm lucky. So thank you very much, especially you, Miami Christine, for last week. We're live every Friday night. I don't like putting the time because depending on where you are in space and time, you could be in the future or the past, but Friday nights, this time in your area. And if you'd like to tip or help or support, you can visit bassguyshow.com. There's a link at the top of the chat, and Pat put one up there, so thank you, Pat. Don't forget, if you have your Bass Guy membership card, it gets you into any venue in the world for free. It's a good thing to have, so just join our Patreon, which is also on bassguyshow.com. So thank you, Sky the Universe, my mom, BBB Weather Guy, Loot Wizard, and Sensible Sam. Thank you very much for helping out. All my albums are free. I have about 30 to 40 albums and various other tracks. Hundreds and hundreds of tracks of music. There's blues, jazz, funk, pop, country, soundtrack, ambient, live, a whole bunch of stuff, all free. So don't forget, if you're watching, to subscribe, like, and comment. Leave a comment after the show. It really helps if you go onto the live old show after and leave a comment, and then the live chat pops up about 10 hours later. And if you want to look like the cool kids at the front of the bus, you can do that too. So that's it. That's our show, and I'm sticking to it. Look at that train, going over the bridge. Do you think that is under... I think the max speed is 90 miles an hour. That's what Kyle, the conductor, told me, Pat. Thank you very much to Pat for tipping. Does anyone know the name of the song I just played? Let's talk music. Let's talk bass strings. Let's talk Ibanez and Overwater and Fender and tuba amps and desks and Dizzy Gillespie and Miles Davis and Joni Mitchell and Jazz Fusion and Weather Report and keyboards and ambient music and digital and analog. Let's talk music. What was that last song? Where's Frankie? Okay, so I want to try to find the chat. I'm using new software here. It's basically the same, but it's an older version. And I had this thing called AT Scene Switcher, and it let me, it was so simple. It was a little box software on my desktop, and you just click it, and it would change whatever you want really quickly. And on OBS, I got the latest version, Studio. It won't let me put Advanced Scene Switcher. I tried for 20 hours, and then I gave up. 20 hours, man. I mean, come on. I'll get it eventually. So let me know what scene. A scene is when I change like this. It used to be automatic. Let me know which one you like the best, and I'll switch from that. So I'm gonna go on an advert right now, and then I'm gonna try to figure out how to get the chat in front of me so I can read your comments. Please stand by, and thank you for your patience. Patience is a virgin. Oh, I almost forgot. Instead of just looking at trains all the time, rather than go to an advert, I said this to Pat and John the other day. When I work 8 million hours on the studio or on a guitar, people don't see the work. They just see me butchering a jazz tune. So I want to show you some of the work that I did on my bass guitars, and I'll try and show you in 3-minute loops if I have anything. I mean, I'm looking. Here's one. Oh, come on. Sorry, this frickin' thing, man. Oh, another thing. Can you hear the music? You see where I'm swiveling the mouse? There's music playing. It says, all right, heat. Music, whatever that means. Can you hear down, 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 down? My main bass, I haven't touched it in about 2 or 3 months. The electronics are broken in it, and it's a custom-made bass that comes from England. And I was friends with the guys there that make it Overwater. I'm really too tired to speak right now, but Overwater bass guitars, amazing, absolutely amazing. I haven't touched the bass in like 2 or 3 months. Longest I've gone in about 20 years. That's the length I've had the bass for. So the bass it still works, but the electronics are all screwed up. I tried to fix it myself, and I made it worse. I spent about 6 months on all my guitars, and I learned how to sand all the frets and taper the sides and do all the electronics and polish everything. I put brand new heads on them, like the tuning pegs. Those I ordered in and bought them and put them all, new hardware and everything. But it doesn't work because the electronics are screwed. But I think it might work a little bit. Let me try it. I also have new strings on this. It took me, I bought 2 sets of strings, and it was $250 for strings because they're like super rare, and I had to write to the people in New York City, and they found the right strings, and then some of them were not right, and I had to send them back. And man, it's just like being a musician is the dumbest thing in the world. Everything's free except for me. And here's part 2 of fixing up the Ibanez Musician. This is a 1983 model of the Ibanez Musician. Amazing bass. It's one piece of wood. I think the bassist from, can't remember his name, from Duran used this bass. I think it was him. And this is it without the frets filed or polished yet, but as you can see, it's one piece of wood, but it's painted over like a white beige color. And there's a lot of cracks on it. I might repair it with epoxy, and I like to take just hand paints and mix my own color and put epoxy on it, fix that up later. And I started both mornings at 5 in the morning to 2 in the morning, did huge shifts. And this is without the frets polished. I'm going to take a leveler. So what I did right now is I cleaned the bridge and anything that could come off. I took out part of the electronics, bypassed the fancy bit to just make it passive instead of active, to make it simpler. And the tone is amazing on this bass. I've had this bass, first bass I ever bought. I've had it for 37 years. I bought it with my own money on a paper route, as I said. And this year I bought a whole bunch of tools and been teaching myself YouTube videos and whatnot and how to fix guitars, repair guitars, guitar luthier. And I'm learning a lot. This is like my 7th guitar that I've worked on. And I take apart every single part, put it in vinegar, take it out, wash it with sometimes oil, sometimes WD-40, sometimes more expensive oils that I bought online for like Deoxit 5. So here I'm taking a fret leveler that I bought in different grades of sandpaper. Those are sand erasers for polishing instead of sandpaper. And I'm going to file. I cover all the things in tape because when you file the frets, all the little bits of metal come off. You can't take too much off. That's why I use a marker. And you marker the frets so you know when the permanent marker disappears when you're sanding it, that's when you know that you've taken that amount off. And whatever's left means it's too much. So you don't just go ahead and do it. You watch videos and stuff. There's different techniques. You go on the edge of the table so there's less stress on the neck. I kind of bounce stuff all under the neck to make it so it doesn't bend while you're doing it, so you don't cheat. And that's a fret leveler, a rocker, sorry. You go from fret to fret and you rock back and forth, and if it rocks, then they're not all flat, and then you have to find the area that isn't flat and then sand that, and my arm's gonna fall off, man. I've been sanding for like 40 hours. And there's Cleo the rabbit.
Thank you, Pat, for that. Someone's asking if I post on Spotify and things like that. And I noticed if I put my poll there, I made a poll, and then I can't see the chat on my OBS. So let me fix that. I put my things on. I put all my music on Bandcamp because it plays anywhere on the internet, and I went through 500 tracks manually and ticked a bunch of buttons on each one so that you can download them all for free as an album or an individual track. So all my music is for free. I don't like being all over the place. I tried that before. I don't even have social media anymore. I don't have anything other than here on YouTube and I guess my Patreon, but I don't really use that much.
So now I'm working.
And thank you, Pat, that you can hear me from far away as well. So maybe I'll get in the habit of just putting the microphone up high. I don't like headphones, so everything in the studio is talking volume. I don't disturb my neighbors. That's why I have an electric drum kit. I could play at 3 in the morning and it would be fine. I am through my big, huge bass amp, but on like half of one, not even, just to get that low feeling. I don't like headphones. I got good headphones. I just bought some. It's really, really expensive doing the show, having to buy headphones and wires and discs and thingies and this and that. And, you know, we had the flood last year and destroyed the whole studio. I rebuilt it all myself. I still have to fix the chat. 1 second. This is like a technical show, but I will do some music. We're gonna go into outer space in a minute. Audio outer space.
Working on bass number 7. I've been doing this for about a year now. I bought hundreds of dollars worth of tools, guitar repair, and this is my first bass that I ever bought. I bought it with my own money when I was 14 years old, had paper routes, and worked at the yacht club and whatnot, and I bought this in 1988. The bass is from 1983. I think the original's from 1979. This is an Ibanez MC924 PW, 1983.
And it hasn't been cleaned or fixed since I stopped using it in 1996, so in about 29 years. So I thought, I'll fix it up, and then I realized, I've got to deep clean it, fix all the cracks, epoxy, wood putty, crazy glue later on. But first of all, the pickups, I'm bypassing the active electronics because apparently they can create a lot of noise, and it just makes things simpler. And the microchip computer part I have packed away somewhere. I've carried this bass around with me my whole life. I brought it with me to Scotland and Poland and all over, and I kind of just jammed on it. It was like my first bass, so I've never.
So pause it there for a second. So while I'm doing that, I'm trying to entertain the live viewer while I'm fixing stuff. So for the first time ever, I'm always having to look way over there to see the chat because I can't have. So the way I have the studio is the show comes first. So when it comes to me eating, sleeping, watching TV, all of those things are not normal for me. I don't have those things in my life. Even recording, I can't even record music in my room unless I change everything. Everything's set up for live. Everything, everything I've ever done in 11 years is all going through the internet to you for free. And like music, it's free. We get paid in handshake and smiles. So at gigs anyways, most of the time. So for the first time in a decade, I can see the chat right in front of me, and it's not in the way of anything. And so I'm using new software. And for the first time, we tested it out in private this week. Pat and Frankie and I, we use Zoom because Skype is closing, and I don't want to go to Microsoft Teams, and I looked at other things. I don't like social media. So Zoom, you can't even really chat in, but we use Zoom. So it's a 40-minute free call, which is fine for the show. And for the first time, every time Frankie has called in over the last 8 years, every single time he's called in, he can't see me because of the way the studio's set up. The show can see Frankie, I can see Frankie, but he, the caller, can't see anything. He just hears and he's listening. So for the first time in 10 years, Frankie can see the show. He doesn't just see me talking. He sees all the transitions and effects, and he sees everything going on for the first time ever. So he's calling at 10:50, so maybe at 10:35, 10:40, I'm going to get the call ready because I don't know how to use Zoom that well yet, and we'll get into it.
Given away or sold or gotten rid of a guitar, I keep them all. I have about 3 main basses and about 3 or 4 other little toy ones. So this is one of my main basses, and it's a beautiful instrument. It's solid. It's one solid through neck. It's one big piece of wood. And so I've taken apart all of the components, all the screws, all the anything that can come off, I take off, and then I clean and scrub it, and then I put it in vinegar, Allen's vinegar. And then I bought different tools this year, and I've already worked on 5 basses. So I've learned how to fret level the frets, polish the frets, crown the frets, dress the frets, take the frets out to dinner. This is the pickups. I had to take them off and take all the rust off of them and the dust and the vacuum clean. We gotta go see Pat.
This is Commander Patrick confirming that we do have visual. It's going to be a smooth landing.
Sky of the universe. We gotta jump that train.
Feels like the start of racing.
There she goes, Pat. Christmas Sky of the universe. This is have fun tonight on the last show of the year.
I had an amazing time, Jack. Thank you, brother.
Smog in the air from, what's it from?
Wood stoves.
Wood
Yeah.
stoves. This episode is brought to you by KD Macaroni.
Okay, so we're gonna go into some psychedelic music here right now. I just stabbed my finger. It's very common that when you're making guitars and fixing guitars, you stab your fingers on the strings and stuff like that. So, okay, I'm just gonna play some music. I'm gonna make something up. This is in the key of D minor. D minor is the saddest of all keys. I'm influenced by Mozart and Bach, and this is sort of a minor Dorian mode into maybe Ionian and some Locrian. This is a beautiful little classical piece. It's called Lick My Love Pump. If anyone's ever seen Spinal Tap, he's on the piano and he's saying that he's influenced by Bach and Mozart. He calls it Mach. It's a beautiful intellectual piano composition. The guy's like, what is it called, the song? So it's called Lick My Love Pump. So yeah, our studio now goes up to 11, which is cool. Hello, Ryan Hector. Sorry for talking. It's cool. So let's just do something different. I'm going to let myself relax and make a little bit of space music. So get your headphones on and relax. Turn off all the noise. Stop scrolling. Stop finding that need to itch something and just sit down and shut the F up. Sky of the universe, Aladdin Abu Hamtash, Wanda, Ryan Hector,
are we? Baloney. Do I even know you? Baloney. Is this even real? Baloney. I need a meal. Baloney. Where am how? Baloney. What am why? Baloney. Where are we? If you wanted to feel, then it's gotta be real. If you want it to move, then it's gotta groove. If you wanna get high, real life is something to try. So sing about real life. All your pains, problems, and strife. Reality sandwich. Reality sandwich. But who am I to judge? This reality smudge. The secret to appeal
It's gotta be real. So say it like it is. And be a conscious whiz. It's called the real deal. So let it be your next meal. Reality sandwich. Reality sandwich. Reality sandwich. Reality sandwich. We're all gonna die. Oh no, no, no. Where are we? What who-wham? Are we even here? Reality sandwich. Reality sandwich. Check 1, 2. Reality sandwich. Where are we?
Thank you for calling the Bass Guy Shoe Help Desk. For information on the Bass Guy, please press 1. You have pressed the number 2. Please press 1. You have pressed the number 2 again. For your insolence, you will now have to babysit all of middle-class Batman's children. We at the Bass Guy should hope you have renter's insurance. Thank you for calling the Bass Guy Shoe Help Desk. Bass Guy loves you, no fear.
Hey, does your brain hurt? Does it feel itchy? And perhaps you need Bubusol. Ideal new product for itchy hurting brains. Available at your local farm.
Hello, Frankie. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Frankie?
I can hear your camera is activated.
Okay, awesome. Can you see us now? Can you see the show?
And that means I can't see you yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, we could see Frankie. So Frankie, thanks for joining the show. We're just going to get this hooked up. This is all new for us. So please help us out on the chat. Frankie, what can you see?
I can see. I'm Charlotte Street in Sydney.
For some reason, my video is closed. Cannot start video, failed to start. Let me see if I've started my virtual camera. I'll try and start it again. Okay, so Frankie, what is the weather in your area while I figure out the buttons?
It's nice outside Sydney, Nova Scotia, clear skies. I was working at the Mayflower Mall today. I had East San Mario's pizza for dinner. It was clear skies today. Then it got some really cold weather in northeastern China right now.
Thank you, Frankie. So your shift at the Mayflower Mall went well?
Yeah, I got off at 3 p.m. Atlantic.
Can you tell us about how CTV News came to film you?
It was great. It was ultra great. They interviewed me way back and last week.
So it says, failed to start video camera. Please select another video camera setting. So let me try to fix another video camera. I'll pick a different one, and then I'll pick Streamlabs. That's what I want. And for some reason, it says I haven't started a virtual camera. It's weird. You still can't see me, Frankie, no?
I still can't see you.
It worked last time, though, right? You could see me?
I seen you last time.
Pat, how's it going? We have Sky of the Universe. Oh, no, it's not, but Sky might join us. So hopefully Sky of the Universe will join us. Can you tell the world who Sky is?
Patrick Mack is Guy of the Universe. He's a really nice guy. He's a friend of Base Guy Show.
Maybe I have to start my virtual camera before I open up my software. I don't know.
Yes.
But let me check in settings, and I'm going to figure things out, Frankie. Virtual camera. I was using Streamlabs last time, and now I'm using OBS, so I'll have to figure it out. I don't know why it's not working. It should work, but it doesn't. It has a button here that says Start Virtual Camera.
Yes.
So for some reason, it's not working. How about this? Since we're testing the show and people are being patient, we have Mr. Smith Glendale saying, "Hello, everyone. Frankie, what do you do at the mall?" he asks.
I clean floors and things like this.
And what do you do on your YouTube channel?
I do weather reports, comedy videos, and my dancing videos.
Let's try this, Frankie. Let's hang up and call back in about 45 seconds. I'm going to close everything and open it, okay? So yeah, for some reason I'm back on OBS and it's not working. Frankie can't see me, but during our test, he could see me. So we're gonna have Frankie call back in about 2 seconds. I think it's the same link and everything. So Frankie, if you can hear this, call back, please. There we go. We have Frankie joining the call. Sky of the Universe joining the call. Hello, Sky. How you doing? I can hear you. You sound a little bit muffled, and your video's just coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, 1 second. Ladies and gentlemen, Sky of the Universe and Bass Guy.
Yeah, man. Good to see you. Awesome.
All right.
Hello, Sky. How you doing?
Hey, Frankie. Hey, Jack. Do you prefer? Is it better?
You sound a little bit muffled, and
Yeah,
your
it's
video's just
better
coming
sideways. Someone turn down their volume, I think. I don't know. It's a bit of a loop. And don't be afraid to use the mute button on your audio if things go wonky. It's better sideways, Pat. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, this way. Perfect.
Hello?
So yeah, here's the mute button. Yeah. And now it's off. So perfect.
Unfortunately, you can't see me today because I changed software and it's not working for some reason. So.
Too bad. Yeah, because I know when we did the test, I was able to see the studio and the different cameras and.
I have to start I've got to start a virtual camera on my OBS, but it's not working on the new OBS I uploaded. So.
Oh well. Hey, trial and error, right? That's how we learn.
So welcome, Sky of the Universe in Montreal and Frankie in Nova Scotia. You two take over the show while I try and fix things.
All right, perfect. So
Hi,
yeah,
Pat.
good evening, everybody. Hey, Frankie, how's the weather today? How you doing?
It's cool outside. It's warm and mild outside in Sydney, Nova Scotia. When I was working at the Mayflower Mall, things are great so far.
Yeah, here too. In Montreal, it's cool, and we got some clouds, as you can see, and you can kind of see the moon through the clouds up here. Can you see the moon where you are?
I see the moon where I'm at.
That's so cool. So we're looking at the same moon. So how's Sydney these days? How's the Popeyes chicken?
It's under construction right now.
It should be opening in summer, maybe, eh?
Sometime in the spring.
Oh, perfect then. Are you gonna try it out? You're gonna eat there?
Yes, it's gonna be a great one.
Wow, that sounds tasty. I wish we had a Popeyes here in Quebec. What do you think the weather is going to be like this summer?
It's going to be extremely hot in North America, Europe, and Asia. Down South America, it's going to be colder, northern winter. So is Australia and New Zealand.
And I heard there could be forest fires again.
In British Columbia, where Joe Yanley is at.
Oh yeah, he's in British Columbia. There's a lot of forests there, right?
Yes, Joe Yanley lives in Wells, British Columbia. He uses Zoom on every Thursday nights.
And I heard in Sydney, Nova Scotia, they might get a hurricane one day.
Fiona 2022.
What do you think hurricane season will be like, or is it too early to predict?
Too early, yeah, it's going to be near average hurricane season. And Hurricane Fiona struck Sydney, Nova Scotia on September 23rd and 24th, 2022.
Oh, wow. I remember that. And then last year, we had Hurricane Debbie, the leftovers. It flooded the studio, Jack's studio.
Flooded Big Sky Studio.
Are you
Your
guys?
house is
You guys
safe,
are having
right?
fun so far, yeah?
Yeah, I love it.
It looks
It's great.
It looks great. The moon outside. Can you both show us the moon?
Yeah. Well, it's behind the clouds, but if you kind of look carefully, you could see it.
Imagine if there was no moons, we wouldn't have tides and waves and things.
Did you hear about this? When a guy comes home in front of the club, in front of the bar one night, there's a bouncer at the door. Yes, it's me, Frankie.
Okay, Pat, it's for you.
Nice to see you.
We have fans coming. Look at this, Pat.
Yeah.
Hello,
Oh,
fans.
thank you, fan.
Yeah.
Oh, fire truck.
We've got fire truck and fans.
2 for 1.
Yeah.
Let's see Frankie's fans. Oh, can I choose the?
Yeah.
I want my picture next.
Hi, Frankie fans. This is Patrick in Montreal.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Just wait a second, Pat, so the cam stays on Frankie.
Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah.
Who's taking this picture? Oh my god, Frank, I got my picture taken with you once before.
Yeah.
There you go. What are the odds of this? This is
Frankie, are you
awesome.
dealing drugs?
I'm not doing it.
No.
Can you do a shout out for my friend Ty for me?
Hi. I'm doing great so far.
Oh, just right here. Can you do a shout out for my friend Ty right here?
Hi.
Welcome to the Bass Guy Show, Ty. You're live in Montreal.
Thank you, Frankie, on the Sydney nightlife.
You guys are live in Montreal right now.
Frankie, you're the best,
Yeah.
man. You're awesome. You're the good man.
Yeah.
Frankie, tell them that they're live on Montreal.
Frankie, man, you're the goat, man. You're the best ever, dude.
Yeah.
You're awesome, man. Have a great night. See you.
Hi, when the guy turned to hosting a nightclub with Zany.
Frankie, that was amazing. Your fans just come up to you all the time.
Just imagine somebody turned to hosting a nightclub with Zany.
There's music at the guy's house.
Then the police will show up and say,
Sir, is this a residential or a commercial area?
residential.
Okay, do you have a license for this, sir?
No.
Put your hands behind your back. You're coming with me.
Then a kid, when the guy wakes up the next morning, will say, Mom, what happened?
What does the son say, Pat?
The son, I think he says, where's Dad?
The son, your dad turned the house into a nightclub, son. He's in jail. Your dad and I are getting a
Divorce.
Divorce.
Hey, I'm showing you Charlotte Street in Sydney.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Charlotte Street, live in Sydney, Nova Scotia, a brand new street. Frankie just had his fans come up to him and live on the camera in Montreal, right to Mr. Smith Glendale. Food where you are. Food where you are. You guys have good Mexican. So do you have a Mexican restaurant in Sydney, Frankie?
Burrito Jacks.
Oh, I'd love to go to Merino Jack's, man.
And habaneros out the Mayflower Mall.
Pat and I are looking for one millionaire who can send Pat and I to go visit Frankie, right?
Then you get the habaneros out the Mayflower Mall. They sell hard shell and soft shell and quesadillas in. Then they sell burritos there.
How's it going, Pat?
Doing good here. A fire response there. So I don't know if Quebec Buff is here, but I'm in Laval.
I heard in those there's a man driving 180 kilometers per hour in a 90 kilometer per hour zone on Highway 19 near Port Hastings, Nova Scotia. And
Oh yeah, I heard that
got him.
story. Crazy, eh?
A guy was driving 180 kilometers per hour in a 90 kilometer per hour zone on Highway 19 near Port Hastings, Nova Scotia, in the west coast of Cape Breton. I heard RCMP Facebook page.
Imagine SOC cop was there. He'd be speeding. You'd give him a ticket.
Then the driver will get arrested.
Yeah, exactly. You know SOC cop too.
Yeah, that means the driver got arrested and took his license away because he was driving 180 in a 90 kilometer per hour zone on Nova Scotia Provincial Highway 19 near Port Hastings.
Wow, that's fast. What would happen if a spaceship went 1 million billion trillion kilometers an hour?
Then we like,
It'd be gone. Phew. Like Star Trek.
and what's Space Guy doing?
Base guy,
I'm trying to turn on my camera so you guys can see me. I need to do it eventually. So if you guys just keep talking, it's great.
He's doing IT work, technical work with Larry. How's your laptop, Frankie?
Great so far. Hey, did you hear about this? I was watching other podcasts and things like this so far.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of podcasts out there, eh?
A lot of guys doing podcasts like Joe Yanni Show and all those guys.
You think Jack should start a podcast?
He runs the Base Guy Show.
I did a podcast years ago, and I interviewed, I think, my mom, and I interviewed Sock Cop, and I put it up on SoundCloud, and so I've been there and done that. I guess all you have to do is just turn off the TV screen, and it's a podcast.
Yeah. It's basically just audio only, yeah. Pretty much.
How's the projector on the wall? Can you tell that it's like looking from a train view?
Yeah, when I was watching earlier, because I can't see it now, but earlier it looked great. I loved how it was on your chest and on the guitars.
Cheers,
It's awesome
Pat.
effect.
We have Keegan saying, Frankie, can you say hi to Mick?
Hi, Mick. I'm doing great so far.
What do people in Canada say about the Florida Panthers hockey team? Are you a hockey fan, Frankie?
That means Cindy Crosby plays their last game of the season this Thursday coming.
Okay. And Pat, can you tell us about the Canadians, maybe, for our friend John
Canadians
Cockey?
are fighting for the last playoff spot.
Yeah, I think I heard somebody saying they lost tonight, so they have to. If they win tomorrow in Toronto, they make the playoffs. So.
Cool. Well, you guys keep it up. I'm still working on high-tech stuff here.
Take your time. Take your time, Jack. Yeah. So Frankie, what's some good restaurants you recommend if we ever visit Sydney, Nova Scotia?
That means I did Montana Steakhouse. That's one.
Montana Steakhouse. What's your favorite food there at the Montana
I
Steakhouse?
like hamburgers and things like this.
Good choice. And soon it'll be the Popeyes.
Popeyes and things like this.
And Dooley's is open right now, right?
Yes, it's open right now.
Dooley's has karaoke and
Tomorrow night.
pool.
They have
Play?
karaoke tomorrow night.
Have you ever tried playing pool?
I played pool. It was great.
That's so cool. And you do the singing too, eh?
Yes.
What's the best song to sing? Peaches, right?
Peaches, and We Didn't Start the Fire by Billy Joel.
How does that go again? I forgot.
We didn't start the fire. With the world keeps burning, the world World keeps turning. That's Billy Joel.
I think there's a band called Great Big Sea, right? From Newfoundland, maybe.
Yeah.
And the Trailer Park Boys apparently are traveling around. Did you hear?
Yeah.
Bass guy sent me an article with the Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah, they were in the
doing
Gazette
that.
doing like the Canadian Pride thing
Yeah.
about the whole border stuff. I think they were in Ottawa too just the other day, and I'm a member of their SwearNet thing. It's $2.50 a month, and they do 2 or 3 new things every week. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I used to be a member. I think I'll join again.
It's
$2,
worth it.
man.
It's worth
You can't go
watching
wrong.
their. They have like about 4 or 5 years worth of podcasts, and they're all pretty funny.
Yeah, and they have like the Christmas shows and all that, New Year's.
Frankie, did you meet Randy, or you saw Randy in the streets once?
No, I never saw Randy in person.
Okay, you've never seen any Trailer Park Boys in person because they know
No,
you.
no.
They know you.
Yeah. I saw Patrick Waugh in 2005, November 5th, 2005.
Okay.
Oh, the goalie, Patrick Waugh.
Yeah.
Aha! Look,
Montreal
I'm
Canadiens
working
in
now.
Colorado.
You guys can see me now. I think
I can see
I-
your base guy.
Hang on, let me adjust
you
this.
can see you in the multi-scene thing. So
Yeah, I see me. Oh, yeah, and I can see the surroundings. Okay, perfect.
okay, so
We're making progress.
I can fix that. I think I can change a camera so you can see me. I'll try and fix that if you give me a second.
Yeah,
I'm getting the hang of it. It's getting used to new software all the time.
we're making progress. We're making progress.
I did 11 years on Skype, so
This is history tonight, if you think about it. History.
yeah.
Another 20 years of Zoom.
So Frankie, you having a good? How much time do we have so far, guys?
I can't see. Is there a timer somewhere?
It's 12:05 in my area.
And right now it's 11:05 here in Montreal. Technically Laval. So just north of Montreal.
So now you can see me from like the right side
There.
I
kind
can
of
see your
thing.
base guy.
Hi,
Yeah,
so now
you're
you can
waving.
finally see me. Right on.
There he is.
I see you in your studio base guy.
It
Yeah,
doesn't,
there he is.
It doesn't let me show you which scene. I only have to pick one, but I'll figure it out. So, well, I'm figuring it out now. So this helps when you guys just talk and take over the show.
Yeah, perfect. We're making progress, eh?
Base guy, you saw lots of my fans tonight.
That was our favorite part, that we saw your fans. Pat couldn't see it at the time, but
And
now
that's
they-
going to be edited, and then you'll be editing after the show. You'll be editing.
That's right. I wish I could. So it's good that you can see me, but I'm going to try to put it so that you can see me changing all the scenes. I don't know why that's not working.
Yeah, you changed the OBS, eh? The version, the type.
Yeah, I was using Streamlabs, which is like hooked up to the internet for Twitch, like flying emojis and all that cheesy stuff. I did all that before. But now I'm back to just the more simple basic. It's an open, this one is more open source. The other one was about pre-packaged stuff, so it's more general. And I lost the automatic scene switcher. I've had this problem for 10 years. No
Wow.
one has invented a good scene switcher. And I found
Imagine.
one from Germany, and the guy who made it was talking to me, and he let me use it and everything for 10 years, and now it's just shut down the website.
Oh, wow.
That's
Yeah, I
it.
remember you told me.
Just imagine Doctor picked up the guy and threw him in the garbage. The guy fell down the mountain, the ambulance took him to the hospital, say, okay, doctor, this guy's all broken up. Put him in the garbage.
Why'd you put the doctor in the garbage, sir? Says the police officer.
Put the guy in the doctor, what you throw the guy in the garbage. Doctor said, and the doctor says, I'm just too busy.
do you like Jim Carrey or Tom Green or any of those guys? Well, that's how I met Sock Cop, who's a friend of the show from Alabama. He's a sock puppet who's a cop, and he was on Tom Green's show, Webavision, and so was I, and we were calling in. And then after the show, Sock and I hooked up and said hello to each other, and Sock Cop introduced me to Periscope. And then on Periscope, Sock Cop went in real life, drove to a different state and met Tom Green in real life. And it's on YouTube, Tom Green and Sock Cop and Bass Guy.
History. Imagine, eh? Wow.
I can actually find the scene. I don't want to take up too much time, but if I go to my own website
And this is taking a bit too long. I'll have to open up a different page here. Whenever I go to the still scene, that's just so people don't see hidden information. And I'll put Tom Green. I'll type it in. And then this is a 20-second video, so please stand by.
Can I have to move away from the screen for 1 second?
Sure. Okay. Yeah. I'm just kidding. By the way, it's not obvious. It's very nice. It's a nice microphone. Everything's great. Whoa! Look at this guy. Look what he just did.
Tom Green show.
Oh my God. That's the first.
Magic.
Okay, seriously, sir, that is cool. That's the first time anyone's ever done that.
Hey, Base Guy, there's a guy driving 180 kilometers per hour on a 90 kilometer hour zone on Highway 19 in near Port Hastings, Nova Scotia today.
That's ultra fast. We also have a video. So that was Base Guy on the Tom Green show. I put a green screen. That was 10 years ago. I put a green screen of his studio behind me. And so when I called in, it looked like I was on a show and it freaked him out. So it's not what you do, it's how you do it. So let's go to another video while we have time because I'm trying to get good at this. And this is Frankie McDonald in a fast car. Do you remember that video, Frankie?
Yeah.
So once I asked Frankie if he had a fast car, and this is what he said. Frankie, if you had a car, what kind of car would you get?
Somewhere in Nova Scotia on the Highway 103.
Frankie, when I play a clip, just wait a second. Here is a clip, just 20 seconds. Frankie, if you had a car, what kind of car would you get?
Super fast. That means I was driving 1,000 kilometers per hour. How fast that would be?
You're gonna get a car that drives 1,000 kilometers per hour.
How fast that would be?
That'd be super fast. What if you hit a bump on the road?
Go boom.
And the car would flip over, yeah, but you'd be okay because your car would be so good it would protect you. So that was a clip of Frankie McDonald. What were you saying, Frankie?
A guy was driving 180 kilometers per hour in a 90 kilometer hour zone on Nova Scotia Provincial Highway 19 near Port Hastings, Nova Scotia today. Then the RCMP got him.
Good, because that's just like running around with a gun and firing in the air. A car or anything can be a weapon. A brick could be a weapon. 180 miles an hour. How selfish. We live in a world, Pat, where everything's about materialism and having things. Like, people don't create bands and stuff and music anymore. It's just people own stuff, and that's how they do things. We just own cars, and that's it.
Yeah, exactly right. But
there's another guy drove 250 kilometers per hour on Highway 103 west of Halifax quite a few days ago.
What was that, Frankie? What was that, Pat?
That was sometime last year. Someone was doing 225 kilometers per hour on Highway 103, and the cops got him.
So we have Mr. Smith Glendale saying, Sky and Frank... Wait 1 second, the chat is acting wonky for me here. Sky and Frankie, who are your favorite comedians to come out of Canada? Do you like Jim?
Yeah, I like Jim Carrey, and trying to think of some others. Well, I know we have the Just for Laughs festival here in Montreal, so that's a big show for comedians. Well, we used to have it. And yeah, Jim Carrey, though, he's a legend. I like him.
And we have your friend Pat Ryan Hector here, if you want to say hi to Ryan.
Hey, what's up, Ryan, mate? How's it going, buddy?
Ryan says, guys, I know I'm late to the party, but I have an excited announcement to make live on the show. I have officially reached 600 subscribers this week. I wanted to give a huge thank you to everyone. Tell us about that, Pat.
Congratulations. So, yeah, they hit 600 subscribers, and that's a cool milestone. Yeah. Good job, Ryan.
Right on, Ryan. My friend Billy D has 25 subscribers.
Oh. That's still cool, man. Better than nothing.
Is anyone watching the time? I was too busy on buttons.
11:12 p.m. Canadian, Eastern Canadian. And Frankie, it's midnight, right? 12:10 a.m.
12 a.m. in my area.
Oh yeah, 11:12. Sorry, 11:12 where I am. Yeah.
So now my scene, I can change it to that, so you can see what I'm doing and you can see the chat.
Oh, there
where
we go.
Joe Yonley is. It's 8:13 where Joe Yonley is.
How is your guys' new phones? Like are they big enough now when you look at it, you can see all the details? Because my phone is 7 years old.
Yeah, you have the S9 Samsung Galaxy S9. Yeah, I could see. But even zoom it puts it into a small area of the screen, so it's not using the whole screen.
So on this call, if you
hey,
wanted to, you could read the chat, right?
Pat,
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I could.
Hey,
I'd have to
Pat,
switch. Yeah,
you used to have a Samsung Galaxy Note 20 S20 Ultra.
yeah, I have the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. The S20 I sold a while ago. I'm gonna get
Well,
the
with the,
S26 maybe next
well,
year.
with
Or
the
the,
S, did you used to have a S20 Ultra?
oh yeah, the S20 Ultra. I did have that phone once. Yes, I don't have it anymore though.
That means a base guy, and a base guy still have the S9.
And it still works. Imagine, that's incredible.
Yeah, I have an OtterBox case for it, and I've taken care of it, and I know it's outdated. It's a bit slow on updates and stuff, but all my filming that I've done for most of my videos and on the shorts, it's on the same phone. I have a hook around my hand, so if I drop my phone, it does, because I have spinal damage. I drop things a lot, and I've used the phone so much, and it works. So I figure I've saved like 7 years of new phones on the thing.
Hey, if it's not broken, don't fix it, right? That's the famous saying.
So congratulations, Ryan Hector, man. Right on. It's good to have a channel and be creative and express yourself. It's good.
That's what we're here for, and to document.
Yeah, I figure there's makers and takers. Like most people consume, they consume the content, but it's fun to make and give and put out for free.
It's fun to be on both sides. Yeah, you're right.
Means, did you hear about this? It's 4:15 in the morning in England.
4:15. They're in the future, Pat.
Oh wow! And I think in China it's
dinner time. It's dinner time in Tokyo right now.
It's even bigger. It's even longer into the future.
And people are having their lunch in Tokyo, Japan, in Sapporo, Japan, right now.
Yeah, I imagine, eh?
My back is hurting so much from sitting down. You guys talk. I'm gonna lie on the floor for 2 minutes.
Yeah, take your time. So, is there any snow there left, Frankie, or is it all melted?
Not that much snow left. It's still grim, and it's a snow to go.
Yeah, here too. We have a little bit left, but not a lot. We have like little patches.
And right now, it's 11:16 in the morning in Perth, Australia. In the next hour, there'll be dinner time, lunchtime in Perth, Australia.
Yeah, imagine. It's so cool how it's always daytime and it's always nighttime somewhere in the world.
Yeah. And that
History.
means fall down in New Zealand. It's fall year right now. It's autumn equinox in New Zealand right now. It's afternoon in New Zealand.
Wow, imagine. So that means that in New Zealand, they might get snow, maybe?
They're getting a lot of snow in Invercargill, Queenstown, London, and Christchurch this June and July coming up.
That's incredible.
That means it's afternoon, Sydney, Australia. It's around 3:16 p.m. going on 3:17 p.m. in New Zealand right now. Their daylight savings time came to an end on April 6th.
Is it true when you flush a toilet, it's the opposite direction?
Yes, down in the southern hemisphere, it goes the opposite ways in New Zealand. Cars drive on the left side of the road in New Zealand. The steering wheel's on the right side of the car in New Zealand.
Isn't it, Pat, you know the saying, a clock is always right twice a day? How about a clock is always right somewhere in the world?
There you go. Exactly. That's even better.
I've always thought it's a cool thought that space and time are different things. So, like, you know how, like, Frankie, you know how the sun is 7 minutes in the future for us?
Yeah.
The light takes 7 minutes to hit us. So technically your head and your feet are in different times because they're in different spaces.
And did you hear about this down in New Zealand? Down in New Zealand, down in Perth, Australia. It's dinner time in Australia right now in Perth.
That's where they filmed Lord of the Rings.
And in Scotland.
Over in Perth, Western Australia, people having their lunch right now.
What time is it in Scotland?
What time is it in Scotland, Frankie?
That means they're 4 hours ahead of us.
Frankie, Mr. Smith Glendale asks, Frankie, what's the latest time you ever stayed awake?
Sometime at 4 o'clock in the morning when I had and install Windows updates.
I think Sky and Sky of the Universe and Frankie and myself are all the same. Often on the weekends or whatever, we'll stay up till 4 or 5. It's normal.
Yeah, we're night owls, right? Like the Couche-Tard owl.
The Couche-Tard, yeah, always watching. Sleep late.
Yeah, that's what it means too, right? Sleep late.
So you guys keep talking. I want to try something I could never do on Skype. I want to try and play background music. Skype wouldn't let me do that before.
Oh, let's see if this works. Sorry, so we'll keep chatting. So Frankie, what's the plans for this weekend? Anything special?
Karaoke still kasoof.
Oh, I hear music. Do you hear the music, Frankie?
There's the music by Bass Guy.
Yeah, it's in the background, so it's very, very low. So when you put music on the background in your video, you got to put it to like 8% out of 100.
Yeah, you mentioned that to me. Yeah, it's a good tip and it works. You don't want to put it too high. That's beautiful. I hear it crystal clear, but not too loud. Perfect. There we go.
You guys having fun so far? I'm having a lot of fun.
Oh yeah,
yes, I'm having a lot of fun.
What a great night, eh? It's beautiful. It looks like we're gonna have a good weekend, hopefully weather-wise.
Pat, what is life all about?
Having fun and being good and not consuming too much and being a good-hearted person.
Wow, that's amazing. Mr. Smith says from the Big Dipper, it takes about 7 years for the light to get here. So
yeah.
So some of the stars, Frankie, when you look at the stars, some of them are many, many years ago. Like it takes like sometimes millions of years for the light to reach us.
That means that the stars up in the sky, that used to be a habitable planet a long time ago.
If you could live anywhere in the universe, where would you live?
I'm on Earth. Did you hear about this? Many, many years ago, the stars up in the sky, that used to be planets a long time ago.
What kind of car, this is from Mr. Smith Glendale, Frankie, what kind of car do you have, Frankie? How do you know?
I have 0 cars. That means I go for walks and things like this.
Yeah,
I used to drive bicycles when I was younger.
That's another thing with Frankie, Pat, and myself, Jack. None of us have cars. We don't drive. We walk everywhere. It's good for the environment.
Bike, take the train. Exactly.
You get a lot of people who campaign being green and eat vegetables and recycle, but they all drive cars, most people. So you don't have to drive a car. You can take the bus and train and walk. You really can still do it.
Yeah, some people are addicted to their cars, yeah.
I say that, Pat, that I have spinal damage and I take the bus and train and walk everywhere.
And
exactly.
Some of those rich people, they get the private jets and airplanes. They fly to one country to another. It could be an odd person probably fly to Russia.
What kind of private jet do you have, Sky?
Imaginary one.
Hey, Frankie.
It could be an odd person traveling to Russia and back.
What kind of plane do you fly, Frankie?
I don't fly any aircrafts.
But if you could have a car, you'd have a car that goes 1,000 miles an hour.
Yes. Well, if you have a plane that goes trillion miles per hour.
I just got the message, running out of time. So not too much. We have 10 minutes. That's a good warning. That's a fair warning.
Oh, yeah, it's a 40-minute. It gives us 40 minutes each episode, eh? For free.
And that's plenty. I think that's enough. So.
Oh, yeah, it's perfect. I like that. It's a balance, too.
How's the view for you guys of my camera right now? Can you make out what's going on in the room and stuff?
Going great so far.
Yeah, I can see the studio. If I click on your window, it expands and I can see the whole studio and all the scenes.
Okay, cool. And that way you can see the chat on the show, because when you're on Zoom, you can't.
Oh yeah,
really
I can see the chat.
That means that the other guy, Joey, he pays for the Zoom.
So that way you guys can see the chat, because you'd have to open up another app on top of your app, right? So
now I just zoomed in. I can see Ryan. I see Mr. Smith. If I didn't have small children, I would do so. I ride my bike to church and sports sometimes.
So just so you're aware, Frankie and Pat, Frankie,
the other guy, Joey, he pays for the Zoom.
Okay, maybe we'll get there. It's the first time we've ever used it ever. We've done 11 years with Skype, sorry. So Frankie, what I'm saying is when you see my scene, you guys just see one scene. You're not seeing the actual show move from camera to camera, so.
Yeah.
And
I see your camera facing the back and one on your left side or right side, I should say. And there's Frankie and there's me and there's a chat board.
And you could read that chat that I provided if you had to, right?
Yeah, exactly. It makes it much easier now.
So try it out. Read some of the comments, Pat.
So, I can't move the chat, but I can see it. So if I didn't have small children, I would do so. I will ride my bike to church and sports sometimes. Ryan, my family got a brand new car, which is a 2024 Kia. It's huge and has 7 rows, very fast and roomy. And yeah, I can't see the other chat, but I can definitely read it if it moves. So
perfect. That way I can change scenes while you guys just see the same thing. What were you saying, Frankie?
And did you hear about this? And Joe Yali pays for the Zoom.
Well, we'll think about it. I have to pay for my internet. I have to pay for my VPN, and I have to pay for my hydro, and I have to pay for
everything. A fan of mine say hi to me.
We made $4 from Slovakia last year, so. But seriously, thank you, Pat, for tipping every Friday, like all the time, forever.
my pleasure, Jack. I try, and I suggest everyone that can, please do it. Check out the link. It's very easy. It's just a couple of dollars, but
I'm sure, like, sure, many big YouTubers make a lot of money. I've watched it. They make, like, I don't have enough subscribers to have the tip thing on. I make about 2 or 3 tips a week, so we're talking $10-20. So if people think I'm raking it in and cashing in and stuff, I'm not even paying a bill. So, but every little bit helps. Every wire. We started this show with nothing, like a computer in the garbage, Pat.
I know. I remember the story, and you fixed it up, and I remember the first clip ever of the show you showed me.
It's fully electric. My family helped keep the planet clean every day. So Ryan's saying he's got an electric car.
There you go. That's good. Electric's good. And I think all the buses now are becoming electric, and everything's becoming electric. So
on that Zoom link, how many minutes you got left?
5 minutes, I think. So, and Pat, the new trains that are coming on Exo, they're going to be diesel again, I guess, or?
Yeah, I don't think they have the electric ones yet, but probably maybe within 10 years we'll get some electric locomotives. So.
But we researched it before, and trains are like the best way to keep transportation and people and all that pollution down if people use it, the trains.
Exactly, and you take it all the time to the corner store.
I fell in love with the train, Pat. I love the area with the big area where you can put your bikes and sit down.
Yeah, that area is perfect just to relax.
I love that area because you can stand up, you can walk. There's big, huge windows, and you can walk from either side. And there's so much. I love the train, man. I'm going to come visit you soon, Sky.
I can't wait. We'll take the ramp, and we should visit Frankie together one day.
We'll make a video, Bass Guy live in Montreal.
And what about Joe Yali? He could do the same thing.
What, come to Montreal on the train?
Like Joe Yali lives in Wells, British Columbia.
Can take the train, yeah. So I just say it's crazy, man. The amount of cars. My mom at the 2 and 20 underpass in St. Anne's, Pat?
Yeah, it's always a traffic jam.
My mom used to sit down there, and her friends would make daisy chains, like little like bracelets out of flowers, and they would hand them out to cars driving by because there was like one car every 10 minutes or something.
And now it's like a parking lot.
It's insane now. Every single person has their own car all the time. There's cars everywhere. It's absolutely insane. And everyone's complaining about climate change. I don't understand people. Like, save the world, but have a huge house and drive your car all the time everywhere.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Take the frickin' bus. Take the train. If you want to be this green warrior and save the world, take the frickin' bus and train. Pat, Frankie, do you take the bus?
I took the transit bus and things like this. They got Route 1. They got all different bus routes. One bus route goes one way, and another bus route goes the other way, and another bus route, and another bus route. They all go different ways.
So we are running out of time, Frankie. What's the weather report around the world?
Right now, and the warm air, cold air fighting each other in Japan. It's going to be a rain on eastern United States this Sunday coming. It's going to be colder air returning to Wales, British Columbia, and the rest of British Columbia as well.
What's the weather for our area, Pat?
I didn't check the weather. I just know it's supposed to warm up finally. Details for the weekend. Maybe Frankie, you know our weather?
And that means it's going to bring rain in Montreal and southern Ontario and the southeastern United States as well.
Oh, so we're going to get some more rain. Oh, well, it's good for the flowers, good for the vegetation, good for the plants, good for the trees. So.
And Pat, you go first, and then Frankie second. Pat, first, tell the people watching the show to stick around to watch the live music.
Yes, don't leave the show, guys.
People to stick around to watch the live music from Bass Guy. Best of luck there. I'm Frank Dow. You're listening to the Bass Guy Show every Friday night at 11:50 p.m. Atlantic, 10:50 p.m. Eastern.
Thank you, Pat.
Frankie.
Thank you, Sky.
Thank you, Frankie. Thank you, Jack. Have a great week, everybody. Love you guys.
Yeah, man. Right on.
Yeah, man.
Woo! Frankie McDonald and Sky of the Universe live on the Bass Guy Show. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I think I'll play a song or more. My back hurts. As I said, I have spinal damage, and it hurts me to do this, to sit. And I want to practice. I actually was practicing by 7 a.m. this morning. I was practicing all morning until I fell asleep. I had a little man nap. And then I woke up and did the show. I'd like to get more stuff done. I have a whole bunch of ideas. I tried to cram everything as much as I could. New things on the show today are we have new software. This is a brand new cam. We're using the projectors differently. We're using Zoom for the first time after using Skype for 11 years. So it's not bad for the first time. And like Frankie said, we might upgrade because it could be worth it, you know, to have all the fancy calls. But also, I like to keep the show about music. I want it to be about music as well. So I think I'm going to play a song that I haven't practiced. I used to do it all the time, but I haven't done it in a long, long time. And this is a Jimi Hendrix song called Up from the Skies. And it's about a UFO. You know, I'm talking about the cars. We have a big college here and university, which is good, but every student has their own car. People used to take the bus. Kids didn't even used to have cars and stuff. Used to walk and live near the school. So there was a survey done, and someone showed me the actual survey. And in front of my house, the students used my street to get to college. We have 10,000 cars go by my school every week. 10,000 cars. And my window is like 10 feet and ground level from the road.
kind of reminds me under the, you guys have the Constitution. We have the Charter of Rights in Canada, and you have the right to healthy, clean air. They just say that stuff, So this song's about an alien UFO that lands, and he's asking Jimi Hendrix questions like, what happened to you guys, man? Like, it's a little bit maybe the year 3000, the Earth got screwed up because of people. When I was a kid, the population was 3.5 million. Now I'm 50, so 50 years later, it's 3.5 billion when I was born. And now that I'm 50, it's 9 billion. And everyone has a car, and sometimes I take the train and the train's empty. I'm like, why aren't people using the buses and trains as much, Because it's convenient. So people talk and talk, but you got to do the walk. So this is a song about Hendrix. Hello to Base 4001 John, one of the biggest supporters and friends of the show. Really, John, it's amazing what you do. People click on John's name and you can follow his YouTube, subscribe to him. And he drives motorcycles and he fixes guitars and amps. I think his father was an amazing guitar amp maker and electrician, and so is John. And John influenced me to get into fixing my basses. And now my kitchen has been turned into a guitar workshop. And I fixed 7 guitars in a row, including the one I'm going to play now. This is the oldest one that's on loan to me from my friend Alex. And this is from the year 1960. It's even older than the Telly. It's a poor man's guitar. It's a little cheap guitar, but it's actually built very beautifully. And it has some problems, so I fixed the electronics and I leveled the frets, and I spent a good 100 hours, and it works. I have problems using my foot pedals because of the flood. I have to have everything off the floor because it could get flooded again. So I built, you can't see it, but you can see my slippers are underneath the pedals. So this is an off the floor pedal. So to use the wah pedal, I have to lift my knees. If I can remember how to do the song. That's it. So I can't really reach the floor pedal from where I'm singing from. Anyways, a bit of reverb. We'll turn off the train there. Thank you for watching tonight, everybody. I'll either end the show soon or keep going on. But thank you to the people. I got to say this because I keep forgetting all the time. Thank you to the people that do help. So tune in every Friday at this time. And today is April the 11th, 2025. Soon it's going to be April the 12th. And if you'd like to help and support, please visit bassguyshow.com and click on the floor pedal that says tip. Or you can click on wish list and buy a gift for the show, and I'll open it on the next show next Friday. Or you can join. It's really cool, the wish list thing. It used to happen almost every week, but not anymore. It had a honeymoon phase. But I mean, you can buy me an aircraft carrier for $5 billion, but you can also just buy guitar strings or something for $12. And it'll arrive to my house before next Friday. I won't know who it's from, and I'll open it live on the show. And on the receipt, you can say your name or be anonymous. So when you buy it on Amazon, the lords of Amazon who ruin the world, you can actually leave a message and saying, thanks, bass guy, blah, 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 whatever, or up yours, F off, bass guy. And if you don't like that stuff and you don't like tipping, you can join Patreon and say you sign up for like $4 a month. Then you just leave it there, and then that way you don't have to do anything. So, or you can tip, and I put all the money into wires and strings, and literally, I don't do music to make money, but it's nice to be able to pay like a bill once in a while. So there's that, and thank you to the Patreons. You can join on bassguyshow.com by clicking on the pedals. So thank you, Sky of the Universe, my mummy, BBB Weather Guy, Loop Wizard, and Sensible Sam. Thank you to my 5 Patreons, and thank you to John and Pat and Miami Christine and people like that that tip all the time. Just wanna talk to you. I wanna do you no harm. I just wanna know about the new Mother Earth. Hear people fun. I heard you got your families living in cages, tall and cold. Some just stay there and dust away past the age of old. Is this true? Please let me talk to you. I just want to know about the moves behind your mind. Do I see a vacuum there? Or am I going blind? Is it just remains of vibrations and echoes long ago? Like love the world, baby. Let your fancy flow. Is this true? Please let me talk to you. Is this true? Please let me talk to you. I have lived here before in the days of ice. This is why I'm so concerned that I've come back to find the Big Dipper replaced, and the smell of the world it is burned. The smell of the world it is burned. I can dig it, baby. Maybe it's just a change in climate. Maybe it has nothing to do with you driving your cars all the time. So where do I purchase my ticket? I want to buy a ringside seat. I want to know about the new Mother Earth. I want to hear and see everything. I wanna hear and see everything. I wanna hear and see everything. Everything. Oh shucks, if my daddy could see me now. Miami Christine, welcome. welcome back to the show, even though I didn't go anywhere. Hello to Miami Christine. Hello to John, Base 4001, and Sky of the Universe. It's okay, Pat, to go. I've been going on long anyways, so just having a bit of fun. Thank you so much, Miami Christine, if you have any requests or anything. It's been a long show. I'm tired. My back hurts and all that kind of stuff, but we're getting through it. If it wasn't for good people like John and Miami Christine and Sky of the Universe, there would be no show. It's usually only 2 or 3 people that help out of 300 that watch every week, but that's okay too. But if you would like to help and be like the good people I just mentioned, you can go to basesguyshow.com and you can help out there. You just click on one of the pedals. There's different choices of ways of helping. All my music, albums, videos, decades, 30 plus years, 3 decades of material, all for free. So thank you very, very much. And my message at the end of the show is, a lie is profanity. A lie is the worst thing in the world. And art is the ability to tell the truth. Or as Banksy said, art is to make the disturbed to feel comfortable and to disturb the comfortable. This is a little song called Las Vegas Tango. Las Vegas Tango. pieces, going nowhere, going nowhere. Tears are filling up their glasses, no expression, look right through me. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Enlarge in your world. Mad world. Mad. Miami Christine. I don't want to shock you, but you are today's winner of 17 million internet points.
You just won 17 million internet points.
I hope you enjoyed tonight. Thank you, Jeeves Stones, for checking in. I just feel like playing now, but why not? I'll just play.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Today's show is brought to you by the number 17 and the letter R. Number 17 and the letter R. You all win 17 million internet points, and I hope you had fun tonight. I did. It was fun doing it. I enjoyed playing for you. Thank you, Frankie McDonald, for calling in. Thank you for Sky of the Universe for calling in. Thank you, Miami Christine, for always helping so much. Incredible support, Miami. Thank you, Jeeves Stones in Oklahoma. My name's Bass Guy, and music makes me feel high.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Happy birthday, Philip. Let's hear it for Philip. Happy birthday.
Hello, welcome to the Bass Guy Show. Who may we have the pleasure of speaking to?
It's a slow Monday.
Hey, Jeeve, how you doing?
Doing good.
How's
it going over there?
Not too bad. We're just starting the show now, I think. It's Sloth Week.
So, I'm here at the music store with Larry.
Hey, Larry, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Good, thank you. He was wondering if he could play a song for Sloth Week.
That would be wonderful. Larry, you played with Buddy Holly, didn't you?
Right.
We'd love to hear a song. The stage is yours, sir. We are honored. It's a privilege.
Well, thank you.
That was amazing, Larry. Thank you.
Thank you. I enjoyed it.
That's amazing. How are you doing today in Oklahoma, Larry?
Doing great. Everything's going good here. How about there?
Well, it's a slow start to the week. We haven't even started the show yet, but we are recording, so...
Oh, that's right. This is supposed to be the slow week.
That's right, Larry in Oklahoma, who played with Buddy Holly. It's such a privilege to have you on the show, sir. Can you remember any times when you recorded music and things went slowly?
Yeah, most of the time.
I guess life in Alabama is slow in general. Oklahoma. You can play another song for us. You can just take all the time you need, sir. Larry Wellborn on our show 9 years ago, and I swear to goodness, the way he plays, he's a bass player, Larry, but the way he plays guitar is exactly how my dad played guitar. Like, just people back in the day, they would play slow and with feel on a little guitar with no effects, just not even an amp sometimes, just play with feeling, you know? I am Steve, says Ryan. This is why I love social media. So thank you for watching. We'll take you out with a little bit more of this clip. This is a Bass Guy show from 9 years ago. We've been streaming live for 11 years now, solid. And you just watched episode 1614 of a Bass Guy show. We'll see you next Friday at the same time at the same place. Thank you very much. I appreciate your ass.
Yeah, I sure have. A lot of good people.
Like Jeeve.
Yeah, like Jeeves, that's him.
Maybe next time you call in, we could sing "I Shot the Sheriff, but I Didn't Kill the Deputy."
Okay.
Thank you so much, Miami Christine. Thank you.
We'll
I
have
never
to do
thank you
that.
enough. Wow. So any advice for young musicians of today, people like kids who are 15 years old and they're starting to play guitar, any advice for them?
Just get on the internet, learn everything you can, because there's a lot of competition out there.
Wise words. Wise words. That's what I used to teach music at school and university, and I used to tell my students, just Google it. Just go on YouTube and you'll learn much more than I could ever teach you.
Right.
And here we are on the internet.
Yeah, isn't that something?
What kind of guitar is that, Larry?
This is an Ibanez here.
Oh, cool. Ibanez are good solid guitars. My first bass guitar, I still have it. It's an Ibanez and still plays well today.
Yeah, they make good equipment.
So are you guys at the guitar shop today, or?
Yeah, we're in the music store.
So Larry, you're on episode 543 of the Bass Guy Show. Today is Monday, August the 1st, 2016, and you're live on the Bass Guy Show.
All right. 543, huh?
Yeah.
Took you a long time to get to me, didn't it?
Yeah, it took us 543 episodes to work up to getting you on the show. Would you guys like to play a song together, or would you like to go? What would you like to do, Jeeve?
We're going to have to get back to work.
That thing called work that we all pretend to do.
We're going to do it really slowly, though.
Yeah.
It's really hot out there, so work really, really slowly. So this week's theme is going to be a little bit slow. We're going to be behind. We might lose some viewers. People might fall asleep on the job, but that's okay because it's really, really hot around the world. I'm sure it's hot where you are too in Oklahoma, Jeev.
Oh yeah, very. It's burning up.
Do you guys have any jokes before you go? Maybe one joke? You know any music jokes?
You know any? I can't think of any.
None that are appropriate.
I guess we're all a little bit slow today. We haven't even started the show today, and we're 26 minutes late, so this is perfect. It's amazing. Well, thank you for calling in, Larry. It's an honor and a privilege to have met you, at least through the internet like this, and thank you, Jeev, for putting us in touch. I'm talking
Absolutely.
to Thank you. I enjoyed it.
Oh, you better take that call. It might be a sale.
Right. Shaka.
Shaka. Take care, Jeev. Take care, Larry.
You too.